up? Welcome back to the vlog. I have another busy day today, but in between my busyness, I'm gonna show you guys how I make my Instagram reels for my music. Alright, so every time I shoot a reel, first thing is to get fitted up, you know what I'm saying? So, fit check. I got the SotaStar hoodie on. If you don't know SotaStar, I'm gonna link their shit below. They're a Minnesota brand, so I gotta support, you know what I'm saying? Pants, I don't know where I got these pants, somewhere online. Shoes, D3 Osiris. These are my favorite shoe. Everyone wears Jordans and shit. I used to wear Jordans, but I wanted something different. All right, so first things first, since this is an Instagram reel, it's gonna be vertical. I got my camera cage on my camera because it has all of these holes on the side. That way I can mount it on my tripod sideways instead of using the thing on the bottom, you know what I'm saying? So, vertical setup. I found a good little angle. Now, I'm gonna do this thing where I take 3 takes and I'm staying in different places for each take. And then afterwards, I'm gonna mask the 3 takes together so that it looks like there's 3 of me. So one of the biggest things to do while you're shooting is to put your camera into manual mode. This just makes sure that the camera's not getting brighter and darker. So like, if you take 3 takes and you're trying to stitch them together and one of them is really bright and the next one's really dark, it's gonna look bad when you stitch it together. That's why when you put it on manual mode, it'll make everything look the same, and that's what you want. And so now I'm gonna play this song and then sing along, do it 3 times, and then we're good, you know? That's pretty much it. All right, that should be it for the shoot, bro. I did a few takes. I think that it worked. Honestly, if it doesn't work, I'm gonna just still show you guys the process of what I would do. And if I don't end up posting it, I don't end up posting it. So yeah, cut to the edit. All right, so I'm gonna be using HitFilm to edit this. Once you have your footage in here, you can go ahead, drag it onto the timeline. And it says, do you wanna change the editor sequence to match the clip? Yes, I do. That way, since it's a vertical video, it changes the editor also to vertical. You also want to import your song. All right, so the first thing you want to do is put your song right in there, and then take your clips and stack them on top of each other and align the audio with the audio of the song. Try my best to align it to where I think is the same part as the actual song. So all right, that should be pretty good. It's very close. All right, and now that's aligned. So I'm gonna turn off this audio, move to the next one, and then align the next one, and do that for every clip you have. All right, so once you have all 3 of your clips lined up with the audio, I started out by turning off the top clip and the second clip. So this is the bottom clip. This is the one that we're gonna use as a background. So we don't have to do anything to that. Next, I'm gonna turn on the second clip. So this one is the one where I'm sitting off to the right. So for this mask can be super easy because I'm sitting off to the right and the other version of me is sitting off to the left. So as long as the mask is somewhere in the middle where I know this version of me does not cross over here and this one does not cross over here. Doesn't have to be precise at all. We can just make a big rectangle around me. And as soon as I finish that mask, you see this other version of me pops up off to the left. That's because we're basically doing like a cutout. We just basically cut out a rectangle around the right version of me. So now once we've done that, we can go into the mask, go into shape, and just to make it a little bit smoother, bring up the feather strength to about, I'm doing 15 pixels, and when you zoom in, you can't really see any hard edges or anything. It just looks very smooth, looks like one picture. So if we play that, it honestly looks flawless. There's nothing else we have to do with that. If you want to just do 2 versions of yourself, this is the simplest way to do it. I would not recommend doing another one unless the other one is sitting somewhere where it does not cross over or touch or anything like that. But Me being me, I had to do the most. So this next version of myself, oh god, it's actually terrible to edit this type of stuff. So I probably won't do it all tonight, but I'll show you guys what I would do. So you can see it's super laggy because I'm recording my screen, but you can see as I walk in, I would overlap this version of myself on the left, and I would probably be standing in front of this version of myself on the right as well. So that's why it's going to be very difficult. This mask is going to have to be very complicated and very precise. I'm going to start here. The most essential thing is that the mask is precise wherever it's crossing over something that you want to keep in the background. So my head doesn't really matter too much. I can just do a rough outline of my head because my head doesn't really cross over. But you see, I have to add a lot more masking points just to make sure it's a very tight and good mask. There are other softwares that use AI to mask things, and that's actually very easy and it works really surprisingly well. You do have to pay for them though, so that's why I don't use it. But I'm pretty sure Premiere Pro, Adobe, After Effects, I'm pretty sure they have it. I think Final Cut might also have it. But there we go. Now I've masked myself out. And you can see that it worked pretty well. There's now 3 versions of me. The reason it has to be so precise is because of things like this. When it's crossing over, touching something else, it can kind of cut off different objects. So you just have to make sure that it's as close as possible to what you really want to mask out. And so now, because I'm moving so much, we're going to have to be moving this mask as well. So you have to make sure that you click this button, this keyframe button on path, under transform, under the mask. And now if I track backwards a little bit, you see I'm moving a little bit. And as I moved, the mask is now cutting my leg off. So I need to take all of these points and move them over. I can track backwards a little bit more. And you see that I've fully moved. So I'm going to take all of these keyframes, or all of these tracking points, move them to the left a little bit, and kind of stick them to my body, especially because there's another version of me in the background. So this mask is very complicated, you know? It gets very annoying very quickly. So you see how that kind of moved with my body as I moved in? It's obviously not perfect, but you would have to really go in to make that perfect. But as I walk in, the mask reveals this version of me behind myself. If I really had the time and dedication, I would go in frame by frame, which is actually what I used to do for these types of masks. Readjust the mask for each frame, make sure it's perfectly on the edge of my body. Today, I don't have the time to do that, but hopefully you kind of understand what I'm doing, and if you want to try it yourself, you can try it. Basically, once I'm done with the mask in the front, I would either do this in DaVinci or here, but I would just do a quick color grade. I would add some curves into there for some contrast. Because there's a mask, you see it really highlights this box where it's masked out, so I gotta copy that, paste it to the other video. And then after that, add some subtitles. You can either do this with an AI. I know AIs can do subtitles very easily now. I still do it manually because I don't know, there's more things you can adjust when you do it yourself, even though it takes a little bit longer. As a picture right now, you can see what it would look like, you know what I'm saying? You can see what this video could look like. If you want, follow me on Instagram. I'll finish this at some point and post it, and you can see what it actually looks like. I really just don't have the time to finish this today. But yeah, that's it for this little tutorial. I hope you learned something, hope you got something out of it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Think about it every night. Wipe the teardrops from my